Good day, everybody. I am posting this video on November 8th because my Uncle Wes, the man you see here, was born on November 8th, 1949. A younger photo of him, then a photo of him when he was a little bit older. Here's one when he was in his later years. Obviously loved his beards. A very tough guy who just loved to work. I mean, here he is building log homes. Back when he was a little younger, he would later work on big corporate buildings, work on building those. Wanted to build anything he could. He loved tools, loved working with his hands. He also loved food. As we go back a couple of pages here, just a snack for him. Ready for that messy spaghetti? Holidays with nothing but food? In fact, every time he had a medical procedure, he couldn't wait to get out of the hospital, not to go home and recover, but to go to a restaurant and have food. But Uncle Wes was more than just working and eating. He was one of the toughest and most gracious people I have ever met. And I'll show you some more photos as I go. Kindest because he always wanted what was best for me and everyone he met. He might have had bad things to say about few people, but most of the time, he wanted nothing but good things. In fact, he, unlike me, couldn't have cared less about sports most of the time. But whenever the World Series, the Super Bowl, or even some other random sporting event came on, he watched because he knew I liked it. And the times I announced games at Coors Field, high school baseball games where the Major League Colorado Rockies play, most of the time he went just to hear me announce. But here's where he became one of the toughest people I ever met. In 2015, after my grandma died, and it was in March, despite having beaten cancer twice, my Uncle Wes dove headlong into a project to clean up and essentially refinish my grandma's house to get it ready to be sold. And he, my father, and my Aunt Jen did that until August that year. And he dove headlong into it despite his other problems. His cancer didn't matter to him. And then shortly after that project was done in October of 2015, my uncle helped my dad renovate my parents' bathroom. And when they got that done in March of 2016, everything seemed to be fine. But this is where my story about Uncle Wes takes a very sad turn. In late July of 2016, my Uncle Wes was diagnosed with cancer for the third time. And as I go to show you some more pictures of him, the third time, there was a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma that would not mess around. In August, he had to get a biopsy done, spent several days in intensive care in the hospital. He survived it, but he still needed more chemotherapy and was still having a very tough time getting around. And on May 15th, 2017, the cancer had grown and become so bad he had to be rushed to the hospital. He still fought valiantly, but on May 23rd, 2017, it was too much. And my uncle, Wesley Martin Hall, died at the age of 67. His sense of humor, his ability to see what was going on, his kindness, I miss that very dearly, and I could certainly use that during these tough times. That's my story for the day about my Uncle Wes. I thank you for bearing with me. I thank you for watching. I'll see you down the road. For now, I say good day, everyone, as I leave by showing you a picture of one of his dogs, as Uncle Wes was also a big dog lover. Good day, everyone.